You finna go to bed anyway. What's up, world? This is Mr. Nicholas King Bowleg Brown, Father Year. This is day 68. That's right, 68 days going live. We made it. We made it. Day 68. Man. So, part of the reason it took me so long to make this one for today is, shoot, by the time I found around and got here and ate and fell asleep, wake back up. So, after finally waking up, I ain't know what I want to talk about. And so I'm like, man, what am I going to talk about? I want to talk about today. There's a lot going on this year, a lot going on. First of all, I want to send some prayers and some well wishes to my family members. We, as a whole, are going through some challenges. Cousin Mookie transitioned to be with the ancestors. And we go through challenges like everybody else go through challenges. But again, I think God makes these moments happen a lot of times for us to come together more than just fellowshipping, and so we start looking out for one another. Because we're going to speak about Cuz been out there bad for a while. And now that he's gone, I'm starting to see a lot of videos. People got videos of him, everybody missing, things like that. But how many of us actually took the time to try to reach him, to try to help him get his life better, get his life in order, get him off the streets, get him off the drugs and things like that? But it just goes to show that while a person here, people don't seem like they really care too much about you. Everybody's more so out for themselves. But as soon as the person's gone, then it's like, long live this person, or we miss you, or life ain't gonna be the same. But we out and drove past them day in and day out on the west side, off Bullitt Street, off Capitol Street, in the bottom, Clinton Boulevard, wherever you may have seen them at. Some of us may have stopped and talked to him, may have gave him a little something to help him on his journey. Some of us ain't did anything. Some of us just moved by, just or ignored him. But it just goes to show that. And then, like, people, and then the expressions of emotions that people show that they care about, it's really fleeting. Like, you might be getting like rest in peace posts and stuff like that for about a week, maybe a month, maybe even a year. But we so focused and got so many things going on in our life to where we right back to this regular scheduled program until it happens again and again. Then we meet at the funeral homes and at the funerals and stuff like that. Then after that, we might keep in touch for about a week. After about a month, then from about 6 months to a year, you don't really hear from certain family members until something like that happens again. I'm not pointing no fingers or anything. I'm just observing, what I'm witnessing and what not only happened in my family, but happened to other people's family. Like, we get to see, much as you go down on the social media timeline, whether you're on Instagram, Facebook, anything, you get to see, if it ain't your family, somebody else's family that's going through it. And just keep on going, then somebody else's family, then somebody else's family. And then you end up finding out that how connected everybody is at the end of the day. Everybody's connected, whether we know it or not. But this wasn't even my topic for tonight, but it just what came to mind as soon as I turned this thing on. But so I was thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, man, what am I gonna talk about? So I got to type in the chat GPT and tell them I need topics for my day 68 going live. And as I'm telling it about my day, I'm realizing what my topic is. And so basically just a recap of the day we've had. So the first things we initially set out to do today was to go to Mayor Andre Dickens' inaugural celebration, which was today from 1 to 3. By the time we got down there, it was already after 1. And when you supposed to have some tickets, we didn't necessarily have no tickets, but once we got to the door, so we couldn't bring the Boss Brother book bag in. So I told the guy, I'm like, okay, we attempted to get the tickets, but for some reason the link didn't work or whatever. He's like, okay, don't worry about it. You use these tickets here. So I got bit. So I had the family, my wife and the boys sit out front and shoot some content. And in the midst of them shooting content, they end up selling books and stuff like that. But so I end up taking the bag to the truck. By the time I get back, before I even get back, I'm noticing a flow of people like leaving out. It wasn't an emergency or anything, but apparently the inauguration was over. So I'm like, okay, so it's over with. So instead of complaining about what we missed, and then okay, we're gonna work and see what we can do while we're here. Because I feel like we on time no matter what. We on our time for one, so we on time no matter what. Because while we got down, we had to find somewhere to park, moving around, things like that. So that took some time. Then had to go back to the car, so they took some more time. So me being the person I am, I'm paying attention and just paying attention about the delays and the detours or what have you. Like normally we have our mindset to do things one way, but don't always go that way. But when it's not going that way, it's not the time to panic. It's time to compose ourselves and just become more aware of how things are going, which more than likely works in our benefit. So we got there. When I came back, after where everybody was going out, so when this sense is over, we ended up asking the boys, y'all want to go in? Like, sure. So we ended up walking in, moving around, see so many people. Oh, also, we as people got to have more manners. We talk about the children not having manners, but a lot of grown folks, old folks, even. It's like, as far as excuse me and being courteous, it's like a lost thing, seems like. So we got to make sure we train and teach our children to be courteous and be mindful and be respectful and say please and thank you. Because not only is it not showing up in the children in this current generation as it should, it's not showing up in the older generation either. I'm talking not even my generation and older. Like, man, just we got to start having more respect for each other. So get to moving around, get around, so we get where we at. We see everybody from the leave for the most part. However, it wasn't the speaking thing was over, but they still had people down there, seen the mayor down there taking pictures, seen T.I. down there with him taking pictures, a whole bunch of other people that we may or may not know that was down there taking pictures, congregating and talking and things. So we had to find a way down on the floor. By the time we finally got down that way and on the floor, got close to where he was at, we didn't see him. So I guess he had went through the back or what have you. So we had to figure out a plan of how we gonna meet the mayor or what have you and let the boys do their thing. So at some point we found like the exit part where she had like a lot of police at, and we didn't have any clearances or anything like that. So we was like, okay, how we gonna make this work? So we let the children know that by them being children, there's certain access that they certain access that they are able to gain that sometimes we as adults might have a little more chance of getting. So, and older son said we'll ask for forgiveness later instead of asking permission first. But that's right in a lot of cases, and that works more so. It works best when you use a child. Sometimes it works like that when you ain't got nothing to lose as well. But as far as the difference between me being a grown man and my children being children, people are more so open to let them move and maneuver. So we let them go on, and they walk right on through where they need to go at. And so they went through that way, like, okay, the boys went around and now we work our move. And one of the keys about moving and getting to these places is acting like you belong, like you're supposed to be there, and not acting like you don't supposed to be there, and looking like you're supposed to be there as well. So as we go down the hall, and where apparently this is where the mayor was at, like he was in the room, and they found out this where they had like a family and friends meet and greet, if you will. So we all standing out in the hall with a host of other people. So as we standing there, we notice a famous actor. His name Digimon. I think I pronounced his name right. I forget how to pronounce his last name, but he played in a lot of movies. Played in Amistad, played in Blood Diamond. He played in Never Back Down. He played in a lot of movies. We just watched a movie I've never seen before. What's that movie we just watched? Push. Just watched a movie called Push that he's in. And so the boys got to meet him, got to dap him up and got a picture with him. So they got to meet some other families as well. After we was there for a while, sitting there waiting, Then somebody, I guess, on the security team trying to find out who we were with. And then as found out we weren't with the family and friends, it wasn't time to take pictures and things. So he pointed us down another way so we can, I guess, basically be escorted out or escort ourselves out. So went down that way, and as we head down that way, we shooting our content, doing what we doing. We just, anywhere we are, we make any area, any environment that we in, we make it our own. We our own stars, we our own shows, and we attract a lot of attention, positive attention. So as the boys are walking, we recording them, walking down the hallway, recording them next to people and people next to them, people talking. Like when we doing this thing, people they captivated, so they paying attention to what we doing in this Boss Brothers universe. So we got to move around, do it that way. And it was in the lobby. After we did that, we went outside, shot some more content. And then we saw another exit where the mayor probably was going to be at. And my son saw that somebody come through the gate. He was like, they just came through there. They'll go through there. I'm like, okay, y'all go through there. Let them go through there. Let them go through there first. And as they got down there, they actually ended up meeting they walked past some police officers. They spoke to him and ended up meeting a councilman from the 12th district. What's his name? Antonio what? Lewis? You sure? Councilman Antonio Lewis from the 12th district, councilman from Atlanta, Georgia. So shot some videos with him. He purchased a book. He was really excited. So after we did that, we ended up going around. We rode around. The initial plan was to go get some of these. So we rode by Atlantic Station. You see how it looked around there. It was kind of boring. It's an upscale area, but it was kind of boring around there. So we left there. We went by the Lenox Mall. Soon we got by the Lenox Mall, we about to get ready to go in, but we changed our mind. Like, okay, we're going to go and take care of the business right now. So we ended up going by Barnes & Nobles. We went by 2 or 3 Barnes & Nobles today to let them know who we are, what we do, and see what it's going to take for us to schedule a book signing. We got one book signing coming up right now on the 17th that's on the books that's going to be in Jackson, Mississippi, and Ridgeland at the Renaissance. So we're doing our best to schedule as many book signings every month throughout the year. So we've worked to book our schedule. We got other events coming up too, but we're gonna make sure we get as many book signings as possible. We're hosting our own events. Stop by. After we did that, we ended up going to get some food from a couple different places. One of the places we ended up stopping by was a Chick-fil-A. So we reached out to them to see what it's gonna take for them to sponsor our event. Book signing events that we put together for the children, for the community, things like that. So tomorrow, we got to reach out to them. We got to call them tomorrow to reach out for the marketing department. Got to do that. Came home, we ate our food, watching the movie Push with the famous actor that we saw. And so I can let the children know who we met. We had a very productive day as usual, but we did that in the midst of eating and watching TV, ended up falling asleep. And so now I'm up, get my live on. So that's pretty much a recap for the day for the most part. We ended up getting food from different places, Moe's, Chick-fil-A, had dinner and a movie with the family. Another great evening, great day of bonding, bless you, son, bonding with the family and good eating. So I didn't necessarily need ChatGPT, but I'm going to see what it got for me. So it says, below are high leverage day 68 going live topic angles you can use. Each is structured to drive authority, narrative momentum, and audience retention. Select 3 to 5 and flow them as a single live, or use one as the headline and the rest as segments, basically. So one says proximity to power without chasing it. Attending the mayor of Atlanta's inauguration. Seeing leadership up close without forcing access. The discipline of positioning versus begging for meetings. Why being in the room matters more than being on the stage. That's a powerful one there. Bless you. Key takeaways. Power notices consistency, not desperation. Now, I would say that those are some very key points, because the more we show up, the more people recognize who we are and what we got going on, and that we're not there just to be taking pictures and just to be meeting people. We got our own thing going on. So no matter who they are, or what they are, what they're doing, we're going to do our own thing no matter what. So that's what we do. Bless your son. Number 2 says, momentum over moments. Didn't meet the mill yet, and that's fine. Progress measured by trajectory, not single encounters, and why builders don't get discouraged by almost moments. Key takeaway, momentum compounds faster than one-off wins. I agree. Let's see. Also, number 3 says, are you okay? What's going on? Oh, okay. I'm just checking on dude. Number 3, books move when the mission is clear. Selling books organically at a civic event. What people are really buying, message, not paper. Why books are still one of the most strongest authority access. Key takeaway, impact converts before marketing does. And that's what we're doing this for, to make a positive impact. Number 4, circles are expanding. Meeting a well-known actor. 2, connecting with a District 12 city council member. And 3, how alignment attracts higher level conversations naturally. Key takeaway, elevation changes your environment before it changes your bank account. Repeat, elevation changes your environment before it changes your bank account. Number 5, from public office to retail strategy. Visiting 3 Barnes & Noble locations in one day, taking initiative to schedule book signings, and how authors must think like operators, not just creators, right, and entrepreneurs. Key takeaway, distribution is leadership in action. It gave me a whole bunch of stuff, okay? Number 6, the Builder's Day. Business, relationships, and family. Civic engagement, business development, food stops, and real-life conversations. Ending the day with family dinner and a movie. Key takeaway, success is integration, not imbalance. Number 7, day 68 reflection, what the camera didn't see. The walking, the waiting, and the conversation between the highlights. The unseen work behind visible progress, and why consistency beats virality. Key takeaway, the grind is quiet, but it speaks. Number 8, Atlanta is a strategic city. While showing up locally matters, civic rooms as gateways to long-term influence, and building legacy where policy, culture, and business intersect. Key takeaways, cities shape nations. Start where you stand. Start where you stand. And it says suggested live structure, clean and effective. 1, opening 30 to 45 seconds, day 68. Here's what today really showed me. 3, middle, 3 to 5 minutes. Power, books, connections, Barnes & Noble strategy. And 3, close, 1 and 2 minutes. Family gratitude and tomorrow's momentum. Definitely. We got it. We in the bar tomorrow. We're going to be working on emails. We're working the telephone. And we got to structure some things so we can make impact and be compensated for that. So create a viral title if you want. You make it as YouTube. Thumbnail. Operate as our social media specialist, manager, and specialist. Make as a YouTube thumbnail for high conversion and CTA, call to action. So that's what I'm putting into Chat GPT right now. So we incorporate AI into our business. Boom. Let's see what it comes up with. Yeah, it comes. Operating as your social media manager and YouTube growth specialist, below is a high conversion YouTube thumbnail blueprint engineered for attention, authority, and action. This is not generic design advice. This is a performance-driven layout. Thumbnail, stop scroll, prime proximity. Man, come on, man. So now it's just giving me too much. Tell me what you want to execute. Create me a thumbnail. I was
trying to go for YouTube before it got too big.
I know. I feel like it already for me, bro. Create thumbnail for YouTube. Actually, we got a thumbnail being created. Like I said, now this one here reached the limit. It's gonna make me one though. You reached your image creation limit. Upgrade to Chat GPT Plus. Trigger. We were in the room. They just put anybody on. Who is this? Who is this? I had to send pictures and stuff like, who is this? They going live. We were in the room. Man, it ain't got it close. I don't know who this is. Then they say I ain't got no more. So they want me to pay the money to do the other one. I'm just gonna use it. I'll correct it later. It's gonna teach me to where I don't have to be the face of all this stuff. On the thumbnail, I guess. So yeah, that's where we at. So this day 68. Mr. King going live. Mr. Nicholas King, Bodak Brown, Father of the Year. That's right. 68 days going live. If we can do it, you can do it too. Tune in. And we can do it, you can do it too.